So we would like to request the members of the media. We have global media out here with us today, and if anyone has got any questions for Mr. Travolta, he's here with us.
Yeah.
We can take it one at a time. Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please, yeah, hi.
Hi, Mr. Travolta. Welcome to IIFA. My first question is very obvious. Have you watched a Bollywood film ever?
Oh, yes.
Which one?
Several.
Several?
Yes, favorite. Oh, but now that you're going to catch me on, but I will, so I don't make any mistakes. I saw Krish 3 recently, and I saw this one that was lovely about three brothers, Brothers Forever. Yes. And then, of course, Lagan. I love that.
Lagan, yes.
Yeah. And of course, Slumdog, which is not exactly a Bollywood film, but it reflects.
And
it's wonderful.
And what did you think about those films?
I love them. Yeah. And I saw the one. I saw one recently too about Romeo and Juliet. The
Ramlila.
And that the first musical number was wow. It was amazing.
Yeah.
You know. So I find the Indian films very original in energy and life, and very captures your attention differently than other films. But there's a universal theme, you know, that cannot be denied. So yes, I'm a very big fan of the Indian films.
Hi, Shabnam Mahmood from BBC News in London.
Hello.
How does Bollywood fever compare to Hollywood?
Well, all I can, you mean this day?
Just the whole...
Yeah, this is amazing.
Hollywood Oscars compared to the Hollywood Oscars.
Ah, well, they're very similar, but I think you have a bigger audience. From what I understand.
Besides having about 25,000 people on the ground, we reach out to 110 countries on broadcast and viewed by about 800 million viewers.
I know you do. It's very exciting.
John, I have a very interesting question for you. You've
Yes.
played all sorts of roles, right from Face Off, and you've done Michael. All my little children at home remember that. So have you considered doing a Bollywood movie?
Yes, and so I don't get that wrong. I have been offered a film
Wow.
that I'm considering doing, and I believe it's an honest Bollywood film, and it's would the name for water be Pani?
Pani.
Pani. And Shaker Kapoor is directing this film. He's asked me to be part of it. I would like to be part of it.
And are you going to dance?
I don't know. The script does not have it in, although he said, should we put a musical number? And if we're being truly Bollywood, maybe we should.
Maybe a mix of Greece and Bollywood?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dance has been kind of an important part of your life, and Bollywood is also about foreign dance. Do you identify with the genre, the kind of things that Bollywood makes?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why I identify with Bollywood films more, because, you know, I cannot deny music and dance in my life. It's part of my soul. So this is part of most of Bollywood's films, and I agree with it, you know. And every time I've had the opportunity to sing or dance in a movie, it's been a glorious opportunity, and I always am happier, you know. So I think we're simpatico.
Hi, Mr. Travolta. Who is your aspiring Bollywood actor or director?
Well, you know, Shaker Kapoor, I love. And Amir Khan, I met Amir 5 years ago in Mumbai, and I loved him, and was a fan before. So those were two. Yeah.
Thank you.
You've been to India, Mr. Travolta, before?
Yes, in Mumbai. Yes.
How was it?
I loved it. It was great. I did the cover of GQ magazine and gave Amir an award, and very glamorous evening, and people were wonderful, and food was great, and it was terrific. Yeah.
How do you feel about the award you're receiving tonight?
Well, I'm humbled by it. I mean, this is a very specific honor, and I feel beyond words to have. This is a complete honor, you know, to be chosen.
Were you surprised?
Well, I'm always surprised when I get honored, but pleasantly. Yes. I'm sorry. Well, probably if in the fall, if we do this film with Shaker, that would probably be my trip.
Hi, I'm from Comcast Universal. My question was, earlier you talked about Bollywood not crossing over with, awards, Slumdog Millionaire. I know there's a lot of talk about, Hollywood crossing over. Where you talked about all the actors coming over and doing the Hollywood.
I think it's perfect. This video recently that was done exotic. I thought that was a perfect marriage of Priyanka and both Pitbull. That was an amazing video, and I thought that exemplified what should be, and should be. And of course, it's more up my line, my abilities and my way, because I've always felt that acting and song and dance are a complete communication, and a more complete communication. So I've always been more satisfied in that, and I would love for the Bollywood influence to actually infiltrate and give Hollywood more confidence in musical and dance, because musicals in Hollywood are sporadic, and they're kind of rarities nowadays. In the 50s and 60s, there was more confidence in them, and now, unless I do one, or and it's the right one, that you know what I mean. There's a scarcity of that. I would love for that to be influential and get them be more excited about it again.
So what are one thing that you think Hollywood should and can learn from Bollywood? What is that?
Well, there's a unabashed confidence about filmmaking. It just doesn't look self-conscious or very concerned about. It just communicates, and I think that sometimes in Hollywood we get a little aware of what we're trying to do, and then it takes away from communication. I don't think the Bollywood films have inhibition, to some degree, emotionally or naked, which is beautiful.
You're also attending an awards function here. What do you think separates, the Indian award functions from the way you have your Oscars and, multiple other award functions in Hollywood? What do you think is that one thing about an Indian award function which is, fantastic, or something that's different?
Well, primarily you only have one big one. We have 12 before we get to the Oscars, and there's too many. Yeah, and that's why over the years the Oscars have diminished. The average fellow doesn't differentiate the Golden Globe from the Oscars, from the SAG Awards. There's a tendency to collapse them to a greater or lesser degree, and I think that in your country this is the big one, and you have a big audience that proves that. So it's a much a wiser thing. I wish that we had fewer awards and maybe held it for the big night.
Alright, John, we understand that you love Bollywood, and since you have also said right now that dancing and music has been, it is a part of your soul. So how about we see you do a Bollywood dance step right now?
Go for it, John, go for it.
I need a partner.
We make that happen for you. We promise you in the next 24 hours that will happen.
I will dance a little tonight, perhaps.
If you could be any Bollywood actor, who would you be? Why?
Would be I think I'd rather be me in Bollywood.
Bollywood actress you like to watch?
I'm sorry?
Bollywood actress you like to watch?
Amir Khan would be
No.
great. Oh, actress.
Actress.
Well, I love the girl, and I love the girl that I'm. Yes, amazing. Great. What's that?
Excuse me, can you move please? Hello, can you move please?
Mr. Travolta, this is Naz Khan from Principal Broadcasting San Francisco, originally from Fiji Island. Question for all my listeners. What is your new projects coming up for Hollywood or is it for Bollywood?
The next few projects, one's a Western called Valley of Violence, and another one is a drama called Criminal Activities, and then a comedy after that with Billy Crystal. And those are my three this from, and then maybe in the fall, we'll do this Bollywood film. So I have a few. The good news about filmmaking lately is you get to do more in a shorter period of time. Nobody's making films over 4 or 5 months anymore. They're making them over, 6 weeks, 5 weeks, so you can fit more work in if you please, which is nice, really.
You've done a number of iconic roles, Mr. Travolta, but looking back at your career, is there any film or role for you that was a defining moment?
Oh, there have been several defining moments in my career. But the one I'm probably most happy about is the initial one, because I think it made a blueprint. Doing Saturday Night Fever and then following it up with Grease made a blueprint for my career that was indelible. So by the time Pulp Fiction came, there was something to refer to. So there was a sense of history already, and it allowed me to have all these comebacks.
Mr. Travolta, you're known as an aviator. Have you had a chance to fly over India?
Oh, yes. Well, when I went to Mumbai, it was the day I departed, it was very hot, and I used most of the runway. And I hovered over the houses. I was so frightened I was shaking them, But I think it was about, in Fahrenheit, it was about 95 degrees, and we were fully loaded. We were going to Moscow. And I remember using almost every bit of that runway. You asked me what it was like to fly over India. I'm talking about an airplane takeoff. I don't know if that really answers your question or not, but for me it was exciting.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to honor you, sir.
Yes?
With a little moment from Wizcraft and IIFA, little memento.
Okay.
So, can I have the... Andre, can you join us?
Hey, John, look up.
Sit down.
Right here. John, right here.
Look here.
Right here, right here.
John over there. John right here to your right. John, right here.
John, Andre, Virat, right here. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got a lot.
Thank you very much, members of the media, for being here, and we'll get more of this soon. Thank you. Thank you for coming.